Yep.
With us after our post game, UMD upsets Northern State in 5 sets. Mackenzie Morgen with us. Morgan, fantastic game by you. 14 kills, 22 digs, but it was definitely a team effort tonight. How did you guys pull off the upset?
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing for us was just staying positive. We didn't let them go on runs. We knew that even if when they got their points, we knew they would. We were able to bounce back quickly after that and side out pretty quickly, which helped us a lot.
And you talked about bouncing back. That first set, you guys drop and you win the next 2. How important was it for you guys that first set? You know, you always want to have that lead right away, but didn't happen. You guys stayed calm and got the next 2 sets. How big was that for you guys to take that momentum right there?
Yeah, I think a big thing was that we went into that end of that first set with a lot of momentum. We started to build towards the end, and then going into the second and third, we were able to carry that over, and that definitely helped us for sure.
And with Northern State being the #1 team in the nation, high-flying attack, they're hitting 383 coming in the weekend, by far the best team in the nation. How did you guys slow them down?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were physical. We knew they were going to hit high and hit hard. I think our back row did a really good job picking up, making those scrappy plays, and we were able to set up our hitters, and that just helped us roll a little bit.
And then 2-0 at Romano, being in this nice new lovely gymnasium. How do you like it?
Yeah, we love it. I mean, the biggest thing for us is our fans. We have such awesome fans. We can hear them cheering all the time, and it's just a really good environment to be in. Our bench does a really good job. So it's more than just the floor and the bleachers, but just kind of the community here.
Very good for you to hear. For you, what do you think you guys can improve on? I know there's just, I mean, granted, you just upset the #1 team, but what do you guys think you can improve going on for next weekend when you guys are here at home?
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing this weekend that helped us is that we were able to play pretty consistently. So keep working on that and just making sure that we're not going on those big ups and downs and just playing kind of at the same level all the time.
Wonderful, Wolf. Thank you. Standing by post game after UMD upsets Northern State, Jim Booz and Jim. Well, can you have a better match than what was played here today at Romano?
Yeah, I think from a Division II volleyball standpoint, this is the best you're going to see. I mean, in terms of just competitive nature and the energy, the crowd, the plays that were being made, that's NSIC volleyball in a nutshell. So couldn't be prouder of the efforts. Obviously it's a match that could have gone either way, and we're just happy to have made a couple plays at the end to finish.
And for you guys, following in that first set, I kind of touched with it a little bit with Mackenzie, but the second and third sets, you came out and kind of reestablished control. Was there anything that you said in the huddle, or is it just something that helped spark them?
I think what helped was that finish in set 1. Even though we were down by quite a bit, we made that nice little run there to get to 23-24 before we missed that serve. But I think that instilled a little bit different sense of belief, because up until that point, we were battling with them, but we were always 2 points behind, and then 3 points, and then 2 points, and then 3, and then 4, and then 3. And at that point in time, it felt like, you know what, we can make some runs. We can get this done if we can clean up our side. And really, I think that's what made the difference. We went from having 10 hitting errors in the first set to having 10 the rest of the way. I mean, that's incredible. Based on where we have been so far this year, couldn't be prouder of how efficient they were. I thought Emily set a really nice match, and the hitters had a really good night.
And you kind of stole my thunder there with the 10 errors and 10 errors after that, but going on to Northern State, 10 errors, 9 errors, 4 errors, 6 errors. I mean, that hasn't been done, seen with this team. They came into this match in 383. Lowest they hit all season against a certain team was 297, and you held them to 191. What worked for you guys in stopping them?
I thought we did a pretty good job from the service line and at least trying to disrupt them. Obviously, that fourth set, they got back into system a lot, and it really improved their offense, where they had those 20 kills in that set. I thought the blockers did a good job and listened to some of the things we had talked about, trying to do and take away. And really, ultimately, right now, the defensive pressure we're putting, the digs we're making, we're just making teams have to do it a few extra times. And in a game like this, where errors happen, if you can make teams continually to have to do it, at some point in time you might catch a break and get an error, and tonight we got a few of those.
And like you said yesterday, you're always hoping that one person kind of steps up, and you don't know who that might be on a particular night. Last night it was Hannah Meyer. Tonight, Kate Berg, career high 22 kills. Talk about her game and how good she was tonight for you.
She was incredibly good. Last night was a rough night for her. Did not play particularly well. Even pulled her out for a little bit to get her to recollect, and then to come back with the intensity and the focus she had. attack mentality, some of those heavy swings to the deep corner, did a great job at the net with some blocking, was all over the floor going after balls. I mean, she really set the tone for what this team was going to have to be tonight, and I thought she played great.
And when you talk about setting the tone, I think one of the things that is evident was your middle blockers, especially Hannah Meyer as well. I just looked here at the digs, 14 total digs. Summer Ballard had 8 total blocks, Hannah Meyer 7, Abby Thor 6. I mean, that group was especially well all night for you.
Yeah, I think the middles are the unsung heroes for us tonight because they had, between Abby and Summer, 14 blocks, and then they had 15 kills with only 1 error. So they were extremely efficient as well, and I think that is something you don't necessarily notice. We didn't get them the ball maybe as much as we would like to normally, but I thought they really took advantage of their opportunities and really were a good presence at the net for us.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Jamie.